In this course, we are going to examine the fear of public speaking. And let me start by saying that the fear of public speaking is real. It is not imagined. We know that there are many sources that state that at least 73 to 74% of the United States population reports that they have fear of public speaking. And so we know that public speaking is a fear for at least 3/4 of the population in the US, and this translates to the world population in almost the same manner. And so public speaking is a fear that honestly most people have. And then of course, in order to do well, especially in your business or in a career, you're going to have to at some point speak publicly. So let's see if we can help you get over your fear of public speaking. Now, in this course, we are going to use the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator personality inventory to examine how this can help understand the fear of public speaking in order to get over the fear. So this course is mainly going to be based on what's called the Myers-Briggs. I'm using a free version. It's called the Human Metrics Questionnaire. And this is what we're going to use to help you figure out for yourself what may be causing some of the fears of public speaking. Now, if you haven't heard of the Myers-Briggs, you may know, of course, if you're into psychology, about Carl Jung. Carl Jung was let's say a mentee of Sigmund Freud. And Sigmund Freud, for all intents and purposes, is known as the father of psychology or psychiatry. And so to begin, I want to let you know precisely that this inventory that we're using is based on research and facts. This is a statistically significant inventory. So one of the first things I'd like you to do is to go to the actual questionnaire. And for the sake of this course, you're going to use the Human Metrics Questionnaire. And it looks something like this. When you go to it, it says the Jung Typology Test. There are 64 questions. Make sure that you do it correctly, which means that when you're getting ready to take it, be prepared to answer the 64 questions. Don't rush through them, but at the same time, don't overthink them. You'll notice that there's a big yes, a small yes, an uncertain, a small no, and a big no. And so you'll answer them based on your own interpretation of it as you read the question. Don't overthink it, but be prepared to be objective about answering the questions. What I mean by this is that if you are in a state of mind that says, yeah, I'm not sure if this is something that I'm going to believe in, then you've already gone into self-doubt. So try to answer the questions with an open frame of mind. When you do that, you'll notice that you will get 4 letters. These 4 letters are the Human Metrics Jung Typology letters that make up what's called a personality type. In my case, I am an INFJ. Now you'll notice that I have an introversion of 19%. So that means I have a slight preference for introversion over extroversion. And introversion means that I get my energy from inside of myself. And then the extroversion will mean that you kind of get your energy from outside of yourself, from people. But I'll discuss that more a little bit later on. And then I am slightly, or I have no real preference between, or marginal preference between being intuitive and being sensing. And I have a slight preference for feeling over thinking. And I have a marginal preference over judging than perceiving. And so when you've completed the Jung typology test, come back and watch the rest or go through the rest of this course.